We're in Shepherd Park Elementary School in the District of Columbia, right off of 14th Street. And we've been hosted tonight by Ward 4 Councilmember Muriel, and it was a packed house. We ran out of chairs. People were standing in the back, and it was a lively crowd. It was a great night. And I think all in all, it was very positive. What we were both hearing was people would come up to the microphone and say, first of all, thank you for doing this.
We're talking to each other, so thank you very much.
The northbound traffic coming out of the district into Montgomery County, the stoplights actually stops the traffic in D.C. before they enter the circle.
But the sight lines there are terrible.
You can't see through the circle. The first thing is cut the junk out.
No, you got to trim the bushes, trim the trees, and that's something that can be done. You can do it tomorrow.
There is no excuse that somebody can't take a weed whack out there to that circle tomorrow and cut that stuff down. Amen.
Can't we get that better coordinated between the two jurisdictions?
We're dealing with the state of Maryland. We're dealing with D.C. government. We're dealing with Montgomery County government. And so far, it's Muriel and I really pushing as hard as we can against the governor of the state of Maryland and his desire to have his team move forward. And I have to say that Muriel and I started in 2008 and 9 sending letters. The fact that all of the folks who are standing in front of you are here tonight is a testament to the fact that we wouldn't stop, because they could have just gone away and ignored us.
And I know that you are going to help us with the highway administration, right? Because we have to get some sense of urgency on that.
What stood out for me tonight was I always brag about how informed my community is, but over here on the district side, the people here are very well informed. They are keeping track of what's going on between the District of Columbia government and the Maryland side in Montgomery County.
There's going to be a heck of a large apartment building there with thousands of people. I'm wondering.
They knew a lot about the development that was going up at Walter Reed and what's happening on our side, including all the development that's being proposed. Silver Spring is like full of activity, and how that will impact their quality of life. So these were really big issues and very important issues. There's a lot of good news here, but there's a lot going on. And that's why these meetings are so important, and hopefully, Councilmember, that we will continue to have them on both sides of the district line. And this is just beginning, hopefully, of a long-term back and forth that we have with our residents. There's a show that I host on Montgomery County Cable TV called No Boundaries, and I did an interview with Muriel, and a lot of the issues we talked about that just came up organically on that show were front and center here tonight. So, you know, kudos to all the people that work on that show, because people watched it, and this was the impetus for doing this big community meeting. And I interviewed her on the show, and one of the issues that came up was dog parks.
You know, the other thing that we can work with the county on is on a dog park. Yes. Because people will cross boundaries to do any number of things, and we want our residents to support your businesses. Absolutely. And we want your residents to support our businesses. Your residents will use our parks, our residents will use your parks, but we've seen like the real need for a dog park.
And since that time, it's been 6 months or so, we have engaged our Park and Planning Commission. There's going to be an enormous amount of green in terms of a park within walking distance to Eastern Avenue, and many dog parks. So there's a lot of conversation because of your amazing council member who brought this to my attention, that we are like fully engaged in moving forward in this conversation about dog parks and green space.
Let's give Valerie Ervin a big round of applause.
I do hear a lot from people after these meetings are over. I'm still here, everybody's gone home. Some people just came up to me because they wanted to introduce themselves to me and say thank you, and other people came because they were angry about something. So, you know, it's funny how, you know, when you're in public policy, the things that you don't think about have a huge impact on people's quality of life. Rich Romer, who works in my office, who is the mad scientist, policy advisor, stands next to me and he takes the notes and we get back to all the people. They're surprised at how quickly my office responds to all their issues and concerns. So Rich is here with me tonight and we're going to go to work tomorrow and we're going to start sending emails and setting up meetings with the people we met here tonight.